Kara with the Bag Holder, and I'm going to show you a fast way to make burgers and never have to touch raw meat. You always ask us, how do I make the burgers? You get it, you understand how you make it in the bag, but you can't figure out how to form it without getting your hands still touched with raw meat. So I'm going to show you. Now, we've got 3 pounds of ground beef. My husband just went to the store. We just got back from vacation literally like an hour ago, and I wanted something quick to whip up. Well, he went, and of course we always end up spending more money, but he did save us a boatload of money. He was able to buy 3 pounds of ground beef for what it would have normally cost for 1.5. Now, did you just see how I easily separated that meat? I don't touch it, and now what I'm going to do is seal it, just like that. Pretty nifty. Take the air out. These are Glad freezer bags, no problem. Take the air out and seal it. Now I'm going to store it till I need it. But that's not what we are talking about today. Today we are talking about how to make burgers and actually not have to touch the raw meat. So I am going to show you, put my bag right on here, pop the ground beef in here. Again, I'm not having to touch anything. I'm going to throw that away. Set my spatula there, and I'm going to add my ingredients. Now, these are interesting burgers. We like them. It's fast and easy. I add a little ketchup to give it some moisture to make the mixing. About 1/4 cup is good. I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of seasoning salt. Now, it's raining here, so I'm going to actually pour it. So I'm not able to grill. So I'm going to do these on the stove. And I add about 1 cup of cheese. You can add whichever flavor. Swiss, you can add blue cheese, anything. But basically, we're going to just mix it up in the bag. So, watch this. It's all about the trick. You guys know that you can make all these meatloafs and burgers and Salisbury steaks in the bag. That, I'm not teaching you anything new. I am teaching you how to make them and not have to form them. So, just like you would have to be mashing in a bowl, we're going to mash right in the bag, just like this. Get it all in there. I like to do the cheese in the burger because it really adds a great flavor. And I'm going to give you a quick tip too, is if you're making the burgers and you wonder why they're always dry, stop squeezing the juice out. My husband, it's taken him years to learn how to not squeeze the juice out so we can have juicy burgers. So, next time, whether you do it on the stove or you do it on the grill, let it cook about 5 to 6 minutes, and then just flip it over. If you like it well done like my husband, leave it on for about 8 to 7 to 8 minutes on each side. But I like it medium rare, so I'm like a 5-minute. So anyway, we are getting these burgers. You can see they are all completely mixed. Now, an easy way to mix, you want to make sure you take as much air out because that allows you more room in your bag. So here we go. We have got our bag. Can you start to see how we're going to do this? We've got our bag, and I'm going to flatten this out. This is just over 1 pound, so I want to get about 4 burgers out of here. I'm forming it right inside this bag, just like this. I hope you guys can see that. You see? So we're going to form it in. I'm going to open the bag, and then I've got my scissors. You know I keep my scissors everywhere. This is the bag. Because it's raw meat, I would not try to wash and reuse it anyway. But look at this. I'm going to cut the edge of the bag. Now I basically have a little workstation. No problem. And watch this. Whoops. Pull that back over. I'm going to cut my burgers in 4s, just like this. See? And then I'm going to use the spatula that I just used to transfer the other meat, the meat that we bought in bulk. I'm going to transfer it right into our pan. So look at this. There's 1, 2, and as they cook, they're going to form. They're going to fit on a bun perfectly. I'm sure you can think of a fast food chain that's made their living off of making square burgers. Actually, a couple. I love them both. But again, I haven't had to touch raw meat. They are formed nicely. See that? Beautiful. The cheese is in there. Now, you know what I do, how I cook them? Because we're cooking them on the stove today. I am going to, and see, I still haven't touched any of this meat. I'm going to put this back here. You always want to have a little paper towel to put your stash, your dirty dishes on so it doesn't get your counters dirty. But I've got this, and then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop a little butter on it. I use about a tablespoon of butter. that. I am touching. And we're good to go. And then I'm gonna pop it on the skillet. So guys, next time you're in the kitchen and you need a really fast meal, this is super and you will never touch raw meat again. So don't be left holding